Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some more nostalgia critic, and it's going to be Bloodrayne, or Bloodrayne, or however the hell you pronounce this. So yes, this is going to be Bloodrayne, whatever. And it's going to be quite interesting, because I've never heard of this movie before, but I believe I've seen the video game, ironically. I've never seen the movie, but I have seen the video game. I've seen clips. I believe it was for the GameCube or something like that. That's what I remember, but it was a very long time ago. I think it was when I was playing like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Don't judge. I think that was for the Xbox original. I remember playing Buffy the Vampire Slayer on the Xbox original. It was back in those days. Yes, I liked the Buffy the Vampire Slayer video game. Don't judge. It was a good game. But yes, let's check out this video, shall we? Let's go. DVDnetflix.com. I bet they're still available, Jesus.
Hey, Critic, what are you looking at?
My next movie review called Bloodrayne.
Pretty
Blood
bad,
Rain.
I take it?
What
It's
not
an
Blood?
Uwe Boll movie.
R-A-I-N. What
Uwe
not?
Boll. Aren't his films so bad they cause people to bash their heads in with a sledgehammer?
Uh-huh.
After jumping out of a plane?
Yup.
After blowing up an airport?
That's right.
After crashing a car filled with explosives doused in gasoline while shooting a semi-automatic while going into oncoming traffic while singing I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy?
Twice.
Well, I can see
I
why
do
you
that
don't
all
want
the
to
time.
review it.
That's not the only reason. You see, whenever I do an Uwe Boll movie, there's a
Uvabu.
tradition.
Tradition?
It's a long story. I can take care of it myself.
Uwe Boll. Didn't he do the House of the Dead or something like that?
Hello and welcome to Atop the Fourth
Atop the
Wall,
Fourth
where
Wall.
bad comics burn.
I remember him.
Sometimes a comic comes along where you just have... It's time.
Oh
Of course,
boy.
there was a Final Fantasy anime, and of course, it sucked. But even after the first episode,
I can't remember what this Spoonie or something, whatever. Oh. Look at that disc. I can't remember that guy's channel, Spoonie or something. I can't remember. I've seen him before multiple times.
Christ, you guys are so dramatic.
Spoonie, there we go. Alright. It's gonna be a threesome. In a weird way. In a good way, I guess.
Uwe Boll, the most faithful
Uwe
movie
Boll.
adapter of video games since the directing team behind Super Mario Bros., returns with what many consider his crowning achievement of shit, Bloodrayne.
the movie based on the classic video game, and by based I mean more gangbang and mutilated than a Game of Thrones character,
Oh, was
once
that,
again demonstrates
King,
Boll's talent, if you can
Kingsley or
call it
something
that,
like
for
that?
cutting more corners than a paper snowflake.
Thought that was
And if you thought Twilight was the worst disservice to vampires the world has
Kingsley or
ever
something.
known, it is, but this one's pretty bad too.
So, let's not waste any time. This is...
Critic. Oh, we have something we have to address first. The elephant in the room, which of course is him.
What did
Spoonie.
I do?
Oh, you know exactly what you did.
What
it
did
happened
Spoonie
a
do?
few years ago. The drama that was caused, everything that happened on Twitter, on Facebook, on everything like that. The betrayal of everything that we stand for. Roll the clip. You never went to Castleton.
Was that it?
Out, okay.
This is Bloodrayne.
Oh boy. Bloodrayne. Hopefully this is a
Dude,
good
do we have to
movie.
censor the lettering? Those two O's are looking pretty phallic.
Hey, if the aliens logo could get away with an I-gina, I think we can let that pass.
Wonder if the word special is code for blackmailed.
I just assume most of Billy Zane's career is blackmail.
We open up in Actually, I don't know. They never give a location
Where
or a
is
time
this?
period, so that's already 2 of the
Egypt?
basic 5 essential story elements.
Where,
ignored.
when,
Now,
why?
let's just throw
what?
Y in there too,
Yeah.
as I'm sure most of this film will ignore that, as we see a team of wanderers led by Michael Madsen and his lion mane mullet. The main thing I noticed
That
throughout
mullet.
this movie is it just seems like Michael Madsen is drunk off his ass through the
He
entire
does. He
film
looks
shoot.
absolutely
Seriously, he
goddamn
just looks
drunk.
so drunk and miserable, like they had to send a grip to his trailer and clean him up in a hurry, slap that ratty-ass wig on his head, and maybe get a few usable takes out of him.
How long do you think it will take to get there? We must go back to Brimstone. This is what
Yeah,
I
he looks
decided to
wasted.
do.
He looks like he doesn't want to do this movie.
And the eye is gone.
You can almost sense the grip just off camera with a Long Island iced tea waiting for the scene to end and him to shamble over and take another drink.
What do you have for us?
I think I may have found something of interest.
But one of them notices that the person next to him has little to reflect on.
Oh, dying vampire, I guess.
I like you, Brimstone people. You never make a mess of the place.
What have you heard?
What might only be
What?
tall tales.
Moving on, I guess.
I guess that was
Is this like
quick.
an everyday thing? When did killing a vampire become yesterday's news?
Yeah, I don't care where or when
I love
you
how
are,
it's so
and
normal,
again,
everyone's
neither does
reaction to
revolve,
it is normal.
But killing a vampire will never be a boring thing.
Guys, holy shit, you won't believe it. I just killed a vampire.
Was it a Nazi vampire? Well, technically no, but...
Oh, please, Cinema Snob. Everybody knows that Nazi vampires are all the rage now.
Yeah, what you did is like the Bing search engine of vampire killings.
But he killed a family of 6.
Go away, Cinema Snub. I can't even stand to look at you.
Bloody snobs.
Okay, I guess I can drop his clothes off at the Goodwill or something. You do that.
Noob.
We then see a carnival where a half-human, half-vampire named Rain, played by Kristana Loken, is dragged out as a sideshow attraction.
So sensitive to water. The very touch of it.
Okay. So is
Wait
she a
minute, was that holy
vampire?
water? Nope. Then how the hell did it burn her?
Well, I guess.
Linkara, this is the Stephanie Meyer age of vampires. You can make up anything. If you want to say water hurts them, even though it's not blessed, it's okay now.
Yeah, if
Maybe
you
it
wanna
was
say they in
blessed
no way can
previously,
fly, turn
maybe.
into bats, or do most of the cool things vampires do, that's okay now too.
Oh, I see. And if people travel for miles to see one as an attraction, yet nobody turns their head if one is stabbed and violently decomposes in front of their eyes?
It's totally okay.
Now I know! And knowing makes it even more confusing.
Oh
But one of the other attractions, the amazing candle slicer, takes a liking to Rain and dreams of living in a better world with her.
My uncle, he's a sailor, and he once told me of a place where people play all day, and the trees grow fruits in every color of the rainbow, and the sunsets set the whole
boy. God, I
sky
hate
on
these
fire.
dreamers.
They got tons of popcorn there. There's cotton candy.
Yeah, all this beautiful
and
shit.
chocolate milk. And Maltons.
Gonna have a field of alfalfa for the rabbits.
Without war and traffic accidents, for the sake of the human being.
Doesn't it sound wonderful, Rain?
Sounds
We then cut to
bullshit.
her escaping? Wait,
How?
when did
How
that happen?
How did she escape? Maybe she's in a dream. Yeah,
No, I
dreaming.
guess she was just dreaming.
Of course she was
We
dreaming.
dream in Photoshop smears?
Oh dear
Yeah,
lord.
I'd need to be drunk to get through this movie too.
Wait a minute, now she's back in the field. What the hell's going on?
Maybe
Is
she
this
has
a dream?
visions.
A flashback? What?
Maybe
Frank
some-
Miller's time codes are more fluent than this.
The three hunters come across the carnival where Rain was and discovers it's burnt to the ground.
This is the work of a young vampire.
We have work to do.
Oh.
Thank you for chopping off the heads of our dead
Oh.
people.
Was
and
that
burning their bodies.
Michelle or
And
something?
stabbing our performers. I'm
Michelle
sorry, have you been helped?
Rodriguez
Seriously,
or
did these
something
people
like that.
ever react to
From
anything?
Resident Evil.
Why does nobody care that these wackos are chopping up their dead and living cast members?
Just another fad gone passe, I guess.
Guys, I just decapitated 20 corpses and stabbed an injured woman through the chest. No reason, really. I'm just kind of sick.
Were they ninja decapitated corpses?
I didn't ask what their martial arts background was.
Oh, snob. Everyone knows if there's any decapitated corpses we're talking about, it's ninja decapitated corpses.
Does this guy ever wake up?
They sneak without thought, man.
But I have a thirst for blood that can't be quenched.
Away with your snob. You become more dated with every passing view.
Oh, Jesus.
Why won't someone help me?
Bloody snobs.
Meanwhile, at Castle Brownfilter, we see Billy Zane dictating a letter to his daughter.
Although we've had our differences in the past, I beseech you now to put away old grudges for the good of humanity. And together we will stop this madness and bring peace to these lands, your beloved father, etc., etc.
And if you have any information about how to get this dead skunk off my head, it would be most appreciated.
What do you think?
A very compelling argument, Master.
Oh, you're such a sucker.
Bottom line, Lovejoy.
Fight her.
His daughter in this movie is played by Michelle Rodriguez, and if you couldn't tell by her unbelievable resemblance to him, surely you could tell by her pitch-perfect, completely unmistakable British accent.
Will you be opening up the gates to the thralls? Grave importance. You should not travel with her. We're growing weaker. I seek to feel secure. Be sure this message arrives.
Ah, it's good to know those years at the Dick Van Dyke School of Accents paid off.
We'll secure the entrance until I return.
Well, I have to be moving along. The Lord Mayor's got to stop up chimney.
We then see Rain enter a village where she comes across a female vampire hitting on a man, which clearly Rain takes as she would find her attractive and beckons her to come forward.
What? She's gonna kill her, right? 'Cause she's a vampire. She hates vampires, my guess.
Bow chicka wow, ow!
Whoa.
But a fortune teller sees the bit and run and decides, for really no reason whatsoever, to tell her the future.
Most believe that your kind are merely legends. Part vampire, part human. Generally they're exterminated. You've hidden well.
Yes, you've been displayed in front of dozens of people and killed off an entire carnival single-handedly. You're better than Solid Snake.
Towards a man. Kagan? Kagan's not a man, he's a vampire. And you are his creation. He killed my mother. Dampiers are rarely a product of a happy union between a vampire and a human. You lie.
So you mean your vampire father killing your mother was a happy union?
Boy, somebody's in denial.
Your father is evil.
No, he just likes to drink the blood of Catholic nuns.
He was mean to your mother.
What man wouldn't disembowel his wife for spilling the sugar?
Damn.
You like to watch the porn stars.
That is a lie. It is so obviously scripted. Who could be as stupid as Chum Lee? You are a fraud. A fraud!
It's getting worse. I just bit the neck of a prostitute and no one seems to notice.
Was it a zombie prostitute?
What the hell is wrong with everyone?
Meanwhile, at Hogwarts, we see Ben Kingsley, presumably paying off an LED TV, as Rain's evil father. He's just been told that Rain is off to get a magic eye, sure, which is said to help get his attention. Oh look, a sailboat.
Kill her. Let her find the eye or let her try, then kill her.
Something you'll notice very quickly is that Kingsley's scenes are phenomenally short. Some barely even reach a minute. They're so short, I think he literally charged by the second.
Yeah,
Pretty much sum up every scene with,
100,000
Are you
pounds.
evil? Yep, just checking. Rain then makes her way to the monastery where the eye is said to be hidden. She finds a secret location which leads her to a door guarded by an overcooked Fester Adams.
Angry Joe had the same sort of animation.
Look out, you nearly hit the camera!
Good.
Wow, it was pretty good for a fat guy.
Is this really the best security they could get? Just because he looks like a melting candle of Steve Austin doesn't mean his whack-a-mole method holds any water.
Oh! Damn.
Next, she enters a booby-trapped room that makes Indiana Jones look like a true-life drama.
Oh, damn. Wow, that's CGI.
They got their security system from Itchy and Scratchy.
Yeah.
Right. I think we all know what would happen to her.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's like the Resident Evil scene, the laser scene when they chop him into
dangerous
bits.
water is suddenly
No,
released.
she's fucked.
Yeah, that's still a thing. As she absorbs the power of the eye, which makes her immune to it.
Activating the water trap for the device that makes you immune to the water trap.
Hey, here's an obvious question. What if the person getting the eye wasn't a vampire? I mean, okay, the whole vampires melt in water thing is stupid already, but what if it wasn't a vampire that got it, though? What if it was just a normal guy? Would the water really be that big a threat?
You have stolen the forbidden treasure. Now face the ultimate torture.
Oh. Not exactly the
Mildly
most...
annoying.
Could be worse, could be,
My pips.
Oh. Could be worse. Could be hell on earth for you.
But all the water, all the buzzsaws, and all the giant guards are no match for their final defense. A polite man who nicely asks her to come with him.
Wow.
I suggest you follow me.
the horror! The creepiness.
It seems that you absorbed the eye.
Oh, he's from
Why do you
Blade,
protect
I
it?
believe. I've seen him
Because the
before.
eye
I recognize his face.
Why do you think water
He's from
no
Blade,
longer
I'm pretty
burns?
sure.
Still wondering how it hurts her to begin with. The human body is 60% water, and blood is 80% water. How the hell?
Oh, no, Linkara, you're thinking too hard about it. Just let it go.
Just let it go. Just let it go. Just slide it in. Just let it glide. If you're expecting movies to make sense, you're in the
They
wrong
all
department.
belong to a long-dead vampire named Belial. He discovered a method to defy those elements that destroy vampires.
So it's explained that the eye and 3 other separated body parts belong to a vampire who tried to perfect their weaknesses, and that if the body parts were all brought back together, it would make the most powerful vampire ever.
1, if he managed to pull this off, then how did he ever die? 2,
Yeah.
if they're so powerful, why didn't they just destroy the damn things to begin with?
True.
This movie is driving me crazy!
Oh, come on, Linkara, you gotta calm down. I remember we were
It does
talking
make
about
some sense.
Immovable. Inoutovable. That's
Animaxium brain!
No, damn, poor Booty.
Ah, that did make me better, actually.
My sinus cavities.
Poor
But Kagan's
Spooty.
men attack in probably the bloodiest and yet somehow not actually gory fight scene in movie history. The makeup is so fake and poorly photographed that it's barely worth the
Oh,
rating.
that's fucked up. I love it.
Look at this guy.
It's
He's cut
awesome.
in half, but you can clearly see his legs standing up.
Well, you don't know. Maybe Wallace made him a pair of extra legs, like in the wrong trousers.
What it is, kind of
These
awesome.
guys don't even look that pained to be stabbed. They just look kind of annoyed, like they've been in the makeup chair for 8 hours and just want this crap off.
Oh, I guess.
Oh.
Where's the eye?
You gotta love all the blood and guts though, that's admirable.
Perhaps killing you will get you to answer my question.
Yeah, maybe not kill him, talk to him first.
Rain gets knocked out, but that's of little consequence as we have more important things to focus on. Like, hey, it's been 10 minutes. Time for another 5-second Ben Kingsley cameo.
Come closer. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, all he's gonna do is rip open your neck and feed on your insides. I can see why Rain thought her mother and him had a happy union.
And just when you think this is the most pointless celebrity cameo, take a look at who they got to play the owner of the vampire feeding house.
Why do you come here and insult my palace with your stench?
Is that Meatloaf?
Yep.
What?
Wearing a
Meatloaf.
19th century powdered
That
wig.
is him.
Yep.
So
Holy
round by
shit,
fours
that's
and giving a
Meatloaf.
performance more over the top than a kabuki pole vaulter?
Yep.
I won't do that. That song, yes. No fucking way. Meatloaf is in this.
Oh my god!
This is comedy overload!
We need time to get all our jokes together. Pen! Paper!
I guess Meatloaf did do this. He did do that. Where's... I mean, yes, the Meatloaf jokes are gonna roll in. Where's the meatloaf jokes?
So we have had plenty of time to put together our meatloaf jar. So
Yep.
let's shake this up and see what we can get.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wolfgang Amadeus Meatloaf.
How has he managed to find a role even more demeaning than bitch tits?
Suddenly, his role in Spice World is looking like a step up.
Just because you didn't wear women's clothing in Rocky Horror doesn't mean you have a perfectly good excuse to wear it here.
We know you're prostituting yourself to be in this movie, but you didn't have to make it quite so obvious.
It's midnight at the Lost and Pray to God Not Found.
This movie sucks!
Use a lot more imagination on that one. Hey, come on.
We were reaching the end of the break. I panicked.
Actually, they were just buying the clothes. It just so happens Meatloaf came with them.
Meatloaf a day keeps the subtlety away.
I still like this movie better than To Catch a Yeti.
And finally, I would do anything for more, but I will not
The joke sucked.
How'd you get in here?
Wait.
But 3 little weeks from school are we?
Expecting
Break in
more.
and try to bust her out. They, of course, have to fight off some dangerous foes.
Where's that vampire
Let's turn you
stroking
around
that
here,
woman?
buddy. There you go.
Like that. It's not
They cut up
drinking
the
the
guards
net.
and break open the window to make Meatloaf face everything under the sun.
Oh, how nice! He did the Colossus yell before he died.
So Rain explains her backstory, which was already explained, about how Kagan broke in and killed her mother.
Hey, come on, I'm Gandhi. Don't you want to say you got with Gandhi?
One of the hunters in particular, named Sebastian, takes sympathy on her as his parents were killed too.
My mother was killed before my own eyes.
My mother and father were both...
Hey, it's a killing contest.
Well, that's enough for me to start banging.
Wait a minute, what?
Yep, the fact that they both have
What?
dead parents is reason enough to apparently make vampire whoopee.
How
Oh,
much screen time have they shared together?
Well, let's see. A minute.
1 minute.
1 minute together and they're fucking in a cage like
Damn.
Johnny Canaries?
I wish I had that stuff.
Come from? That makes no friggin' sense.
Oh, please, who hasn't just met a person in jail, talked for only a minute, confessed his parents are dead, and humped each other's brains out in the middle of a half-open prison door?
Fuck, I wish that happened to me.
I'm speaking hypothetically.
So as they train her to be a member of the Brimstone Warriors, Billy Zane gets word of his daughter's actions.
I have
Hey,
seen
here's a
this
fun
movie
game.
before.
Count how many times Billy Zane blinks in every scene.
This land has become unsettled, Domicile.
I think I have seen this movie before. It's coming back to me. Mostly the sex scene.
That's nothing. Count how many times
Don't
Michael
ask
Manson
questions.
pauses in between every single line.
You're an important part of the Brimstone Society.
Pause.
Your work
Pause.
defending the fortress
Pause.
is essential
Pause.
to our struggle and survival.
Pause.
And no one
Pause.
has ever questioned that.
Pause.
You
Pause.
are a leader.
Pause.
Rain is a fighter.
Pause.
I will take Sebastian
Pause.
if it pleases you.
Jesus, you're making William Shatner look like the Micro Machines guy.
As our heroes go to get weapons for battle, nothing but the best plastic
I have
non-sharp
seen this
swords
before.
Toys R Us could buy.
Who would use plastic swords
been a very
in the
long
middle
time,
of a
though.
battle? How'd this get in my hands?
We see Rodriguez has
I remember
betrayed
watching
her
this on
clan
the
and
horror
leads Kagan's
TV,
army
something
into
like that.
their village.
Bargain for freedom. Or leave your children motherless as a brimstone martyr. Never.
Oh, my bad.
Ooh,
I thought we were doing a slow-mo scene. Maybe I should have pulled that out at regular speed.
Rain goes after Rodriguez alone and defeats her while finding the other magic talisman.
She finally rides to confront Kagan. And what's her ingenious plan to get in without getting herself captured?
Take up.
Getting herself captured.
Okay.
I feel like she missed a step there.
Maybe she's
But
got
it's
a
okay,
trick up her
because
sleeve.
Mullet 1 and Mullet 2 have an even better plan to get in without getting themselves captured.
Getting themselves captured.
Has the film just given up? Not that it tried that hard to begin with.
So Rain's gonna be sacrificed with the talisman to make Kagan the strongest vampire in the world or some shit like that. Honestly, if you
Who
still care, you should
cares?
up the dosage of whatever you're taking.
Not a dampier.
Stop it! How dare you strike my daughter who I'm about to kill?
Yeah.
So this is when Michael Madsen does the weakest and stupidest attempt at the guard sick man escape routine I've ever seen in my life.
Thrall, my companion is gone. I don't know what's become of him.
So the guy just walks in there looking for the magic disappearing prisoner, and of course he gets knocked out. This delivery is so bad I can't even tell if it's done intentionally badly or not. It's amazing. How could anyone possibly believe a lie so poorly delivered?
My companion is gone. I don't know what's become of him.
Guard, these pretzels are making me thirsty. I don't know how I could have gotten so hungry.
Yeah, that was
Sure
very
enough,
bad.
the two guys that got captured taking on all the castle guards suddenly have no
Ooh.
problem taking on the exact same guards again.
Why is it always the
Hey,
face?
it's Uwe Boll. I'm surprised they cared enough to do it right in the first place.
Well, I guess Madsen felt the same. He gets captured, killed, and, following the theme of the movie, couldn't give a rat's ass.
Oh, damn.
My God, man, you're being stabbed. Don't you care?
It's like he's
Show
barely
some
awake.
emotion.
What would it take to get an actual emotion out of this guy?
Yeah. Yeah, this guy ain't got no goddamn. Maybe he doesn't feel pain, or maybe he's a vampire himself.
Reason.
After Sebastian gets stabbed as well, it's down to Rain and Kagan to duke it out in a sword fight with more dialogue than Monkey Island fencing.
Strong Rain, but not skilled enough.
I would choose death over seeing you as
Okay.
You're interfering with fate. Vampires shall rule the earth.
as if your interests are noble.
I am rubber, you are glue.
Sticks and stones may break my bones.
I never did it in a prison. I'm just saying, it never happened.
Yeah. That's alright.
For centuries we've been cursed to the shadows, slaughtered by the fearful.
You condemned me the day you raped my mother.
Oh, Zion. Drop off his head. Wow.
Touché.
Ungrateful for what?
Fuck
For
you.
being born? I mean...
Rain finally defeats him and the battle is won. Yay.
This rose still had more dignity than the Mandarin.
Please, please you don't have to leave me.
Can't she turn him into a vampire or something?
But we had
Bite him
so
on the
much.
neck.
Dead parents,
Turn
jail
him into
door
a
fucking...
vampire?
And then, in a very bizarre ending, even for Uwe Boll, Rain takes the throne and thinks of all the times blood has been spilt in the movie.
It does make me realize how many people apparently had red hoses buried in their bodies.
Yeah, it kind of does. Oh, damn.
Yes, we have a minimal 1 minute for romantic chemistry, a whopping couple of seconds for most of the villain's establishments, and yet over 4 minutes of replaying all of the film's goriest moments in slow-mo
Well,
that we already saw before.
You gotta
At
give him
least
credit
he
for
has
that.
his priorities straight.
Okay.
We hope you see now why you should never leave your kids around Uwe Boll.
As if this movie wasn't proof enough.
Damn, this
If the
was
sci-fi
weird.
movie The Week is too good for you, then Uwe Boll is the one for you. Everybody else knows that his movies bite it, and this one is no exception.
His characters are flat, his writing ridiculous, and his stories never make any semblance of sense.
And the fact that it has little to nothing to do with the original source material makes it one of the most laughably bad adaptations ever. What else can you say but...
Yeah, I think I have
This
seen
movie
this.
sucks!
Yeah, this movie
Well,
sucks,
thank
but I
you
think
guys
I have
so much
watched
with
it
helping me
once.
for another Uwe Boll review.
But it's been so
problem.
long.
My pleasure.
Now get out!
Fine. Why don't you just fly away?
I can only do it once. See? Was that so bad?
No, it was worse.
Well, what are you going to do now?
I am just going to sit here and stare forward, thinking about the review I just watched, hoping I can trick people into thinking I'm more artsy than I really am.
Good way to do it.
All right.
Whatever does it for you.
Looking back at all the the videos he was
Wait a minute. I don't remember doing that.
Yep. No, he
Like I
doesn't.
said, Critic, once a stooge, always a stooge.
Oh, that's some sloppy cream. The end. Oh, thank God. Oh boy. Oh, that movie was quite something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen that. I've seen it once. Very long time ago though. I don't understand why they just can't call it Bloodrayne, like R-A-I-N.
My companion is gone. I don't know
My
what's become of
companion's
him.
gone. Yeah, my companion's gone as well. I have no goddamn Dr. Pepper left. So I'm out of my companion. Yeah, that was Bloodrayne. You know, by Nostalgia Critic. The movie is also god awful. You know, you gotta give it credit with the sort of all the blood scenes. You know, those scenes look pretty cool when they're hacking into pieces and smashing their faces. You know, with a club, and its faces are getting splattered and everything. So you gotta give it credit for 5 minutes of gore. I mean, that's the greatest bit. I mean, yeah, those bits, those 5 minutes of the movie is perhaps the best part of the movie. It's just all the gore bits, you know, chopping off limbs and seeing hose pipes inside their bodies, pouring out blood, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, you got to give them credit where credit is due. The sort of the makeup is pretty good with that. Even though it's a little bit too syrupy, I don't know. But even the case, I mean, 5 minutes out of the whole entire movie, I'll take it. I'll take anything good about this movie. And I say, the only thing good is all the gore. And, you know, if you're into that gore stuff, hey, why not? But, yeah, that was Bloodrayne. I don't think I would watch that. Even though I think I've watched it once, but I can't remember. Maybe it's for the best. I definitely remember, you know, some of the characters in the movie. Was it Ben Kingsley and stuff like that? Whatever it was, God. But even the case, it was a terrible movie. I don't think I'm gonna watch it, but I have watched it once, but I can't remember much about it. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a skip. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give a like, comment down below, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.